welcome to Truth Broadcast. Today I'm going to talk about a very interesting and important topic, and that is when you die, don't go into the light, no matter what. Because do you know what that light is? It's basically a death trap. Sounds ironic because you're dead and you're going into a light, but what that light does is it makes you reincarnate back into another physical body on Earth instead of going back to source, going back to where you are meant to be, one with the Creator. So yeah, this topic is very complex, and I'm going to be doing many different videos on the subject explaining everything in detail, but this is going to be like a quick glimpse, an overview of such, so you can get familiar with the direction that this series is taken. So yeah, the light is emitted from the moon, particularly the Saturn-Moon matrix. As you might know from my previous videos, I talk about that the Earth is a flat enclosed plane with a dome sitting on top, the so-called firmament, and that the stars are holographic projections coming from within the center of a flat Earth plane, which has an opening or a vortex into the inner realm, also called different names. Shangri-La, and for the Indians, it's called Asgard for the northern tribes. Hyperborea. It's been called many times because it's what Hyperborea means is beyond the Aurora Borealis, and the Aurora Borealis is not what you think it is. It isn't caused by particles from the sun hitting the ionosphere and our atmosphere and causing them to discharge and show this spectacular emerald green light. This is actually the astral light emanating from the black hole sun in the innermost part of the Earth. And that vortex or dimensional portal takes you through a different dimension into the so-called paradise, Hyperborea, Shangri-La, whatever you want to call it. Many cultures over the past hundreds and thousands of years have given it different names, but that is where you want to go before you die and drink from the living waters. I've watched many videos on the subject, I've researched it through books and different websites, and I've come to the conclusion that all the evidence presented makes a lot of sense to me. So I thought I'd share the information with you, and you can make of it whatever you want to. You don't have to believe me. I'm just presenting the information that I've learned myself and that I've concluded is far more likely to be the truth than what the mainstream has to offer. So this is a flat enclosed plane, and in the middle is the key to paradise, basically, and all the compasses are pointing to the entrance. So there's actually a no-fly zone above the actual North Pole of the Earth. Planes are not allowed to fly directly over the North Pole. And there is a reason to that, because if they did, they would enter through this dimensional portal and disappear, basically. And the people who are in charge of this planet, or this plane I should say, because it's not a planet, the planet is round, that's science fiction, okay? So we're not on a spinning ball hurtling through space at incredible speeds as an accident. I'm sorry, if you believe that, you're a dumbass. Excuse me. I'll take that back. Make up your own mind, okay? it's important for me to at least present the information to you, so you at least have a chance to make up your own mind. You know, you have the official version of everything, basically the mainstream explanation of the universe and how things work and how they should work and whatnot. So I'm presenting you with this information, and you can make of it as you wish. I think I've said that often enough. So yeah, you want to get to the center of our flat earth plane, go into the portal to Hyperborea and drink from the living waters. It's basically what you need to do to gain eternal life and escape this holographic matrix that we're all stuck in. So this flat earth plane is not only completely different from what you've been taught that it is, it also turns out it's a simulation. Yes, the movie Matrix pretty much portrayed it the way that it is. They like to give you hints in movies and in logos, a lot of symbology. Basically mocks you, because they're putting it right in your face. Okay, the evidence is right in your face, and they know that you can't see it because you're too focused with all the details of your life and just surviving, making money, so you won't ever research this, or at least that's what they hope. So people will never question the reality that they live in, the reality that's presented to them. In the movie The Truman Show, if you've seen it, with Jim Carrey, he lives basically in this make-believe world. He's enclosed in a gigantic movie studio, and all his life he's kind of struggling to find out what lies beyond his hometown, but they always kind of lure him into staying there and not go out and explore. They induce fear of traveling and of water. They actually made his father drown in the ocean so he'd never sail out to sea and find out what lies beyond what he calls his reality. And in one moment, the guy, the creator of the Truman Show, who ironically sits inside of the moon. I'm not sure what it's called, the Moon Control Center, whatever. He's sitting inside this gigantic control center in the moon, and a TV reporter asks him, how come Truman never tried to find out if the place he lives in is real or not? I think that was it. And the guy says that humans accept the reality that they're presented with, and that's as simple as it is. You don't question the authorities and the information that is presented to you by them. So their hopes lie in the fact that people won't go out and research this stuff. The basics of your existence. Who are you? Where do you come from? What's this place that you live in? Is the earth the way they tell you that it is? Many people have already grasped that NASA and other space agencies lied to them. They show you these amazing pictures of supposedly Earth from space, and then they admit, on the other hand, that these images are photoshopped because they can't. It's 2017 and there's not a single non-photoshopped image of Earth from space. Isn't that a little bit weird? At least a little bit. So there's no image of Earth from space. It's 2017. We have supposedly thousands upon thousands of satellites up there. There's been so many missions to space. and there's no frigging picture of Earth. The ones that you see are faked. Even, I think, was it Apollo 11? I'm not sure which mission it was where they actually took this picture of Earth halfway to the moon, and it turns out that they were actually in a lower Earth orbit, and they were kind of covering up the window of the space shuttle to make it look as if they were halfway to the moon, and you could see the round planet Earth from far away, and it was actually just a look out of the window covered in such a way that it appeared to be round. Pretty lame, isn't it? Well, anyways, so these agencies, they lie to you. They've been caught lying several times. Like, just picture this for a second, you know? The moon landings, which have been in the debate and in the conspiracy field for so long, you know, people debating whether they're real or not. And then, I think it was 2 years ago or a year ago, I saw this on NASA's official homepage. You know, a video of this new spaceship they're developing. I think it was called the Orion. Excuse me, that was my phone. The Orion, and they said that for the very first time they will be able to go beyond lower Earth orbit, which is only like 2,000 miles away from the Earth's surface. They weren't able to do it before, and the moon is much, 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 much further away from that. So yeah, always lying, and they expect us to believe all the explanations they give to us. I think not. So yeah, I've kind of drifted off topic talking about NASA and stuff, but yeah, I thought it was important for you to come to grips with the fact that you are being lied to, and they don't want you to make up your own mind. So who do you want to believe? I'm not telling you to believe me either, because that wouldn't make me any different from NASA or any other authority saying, here's the official version, take it, that's the way it is, nod your head and say, yeah, cool. No, that's not what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, do your own research, think for yourself, does it make sense? Are you living on a spinning ball? Watch some more videos, you know. I'll be doing more videos. There are many people doing awesome videos explaining everything with such passion and detail that helps you make up your own mind, if you know what I mean. You know, if you go into this with an open mind, do your research, I swear to you, there's no way that you'll come out of this and say, this is complete BS. I believe what NASA says 100%. We live on a spinning ball and it is so and so and so and so. Yeah, I think this brings this video to an end today, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. Bye.